Bloomberg says we've got to stop our interpretation of the Constitution. We have to change it. We have to get rid of it because the criminals need to be protected in government. They're getting ready to fully take over. They want to put their hands on your body.
Hello, this is Ty Bollinger, author of the best-selling book, Cancer, Step Outside the Box. I want you to know some very important information. In 1985, President Ronald Reagan requested that Carnivora be sent directly to the White House at a time when only the president could obtain this oral-sized healer. Now, 27 years later, Carnivora capsules are used around the world to keep people healthy. Now you can protect yourself and your loved ones in this age of superbugs with 17 naturally occurring compounds that instinctively respond to abnormal cells only without harming a single normal cell. If you want to stay healthy, now's your chance to literally wake up your critical immune cells to attack harmful invaders that don't belong in your body. Call 1-866-VENUS-FLY or order from carnivora.com. That's carnivora.com. That's 1-866-836-8735, 1-866-VENUS-FLY, or visit carnivora.com. Protect your immune system. It's the only one you've got.
With health threats on the rise, such as West Nile virus, MRSA, CRE, and now the new bird flu recently discovered in China, there has never been a more crucial time to support your immune system. Supernatural Silver is a revolutionary new silver solution that is clinically shown to be several hundred times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver, and is powerful enough to help protect you and your family. Supernatural Silver is scientifically supported, highly effective, and perfect for everyday use inside the body as well as out. The Science Digest Journal says silver is our mightiest germ fighter. It is virtually non-toxic and is emerging as a wonder of modern medicine. Supernatural Silver is the #1 choice of thousands for improved health and immune system support. To find out how Supernatural Silver can change your life, go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code SPRING2013 for 20% off, and like us on Facebook. Introducing a 30-day emergency food supply for only $99. At 30dayfoodsupply.com, you can purchase Oregon Trail Foods' 1-month supply of high-quality, nutritious, and healthy emergency meals for less than $100. These vegetarian meals are all natural, non-GMO, high in carbs and protein, and are packed with oxygen absorbers in Mylar pouches. They take up to 70% less space than number 10 cans, have a 20-year shelf life, and huge portions, over twice the serving size of some competitors' meals. Oregon Trail Foods at 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying direct from producers in Oregon and then pass the savings on to you. Purchase a 30-day, 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99 this month, and $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Call 541-673-6666 or visit 30dayfoodsupply.com, where they make preparedness affordable. 30dayfoodsupply.com. Got it? Get it. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Don't worry, this show is documented. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down.
Yeah, you know, Rush is coming to Austin tonight. I think some of the crew's going to see it. I'm not going to go. I'm going to go hang out with my family. But, yeah, they're anti-New World Order. They've been anti-New World Order for a long time, but now a lot of their new music is just a total anti-New World Order. And the good news is more and more good people are realizing what's happening out there. The film Cloud Atlas was anti-New World Order. I mean, there are a lot of people really starting to get the dehumanization that's taking place and realizing that there's no future if we don't turn things around. The reason I brought that up is John Baum was pointing that out to me. And yes, you're right, John. You're right. I agree with you. Look, we're going to come back and take your calls. Anthony, John, Shelley, Daniel, Jacob, and there's a ton of phones today, no guest. I need to get to listening to my message that I left myself from my voice memos so that I can write down all the notes I've got on my Oblivion review I want to do at the bottom of the next hour. Who knows, I may do it at the start of the next hour, but then I'll never get to it if I don't get to it soon. So I've got that. And you've just got all this incredible stuff happening, all the evidence this was scripted, and then you get things like this in the Huffington Post. California gun confiscation bill passes, approves $24 million to expedite illegal gun seizure. And it says it makes your semi-autos basically illegal and will begin the door-to-door confiscation of 40,000 handguns and assault weapons illegally owned by Californians. SB 140. invasion coming. And again, it's not only that they did this martial law drill, they're saying this shows this is the new America, the Wall Street Journal says. This is how you're going to live for your safety. For 3 dead people in an event that's got fingerprints of the globalist all over it, and then you've got the hyping, and they're saying there will be more bombings. The good news is they were going to go with the Tea Party. That was clear. We derailed them, so they went with their fallback patsies, who the FBI knew and had watched for years and knew where they lived, and they were at their houses and at their dorms like nothing had happened until they got the word, the mother says, and then something scared them, so they fled. And then you've got what a couple of witnesses, the witnesses are saying conflicting things too. But we have the unprecedented, and now Kurt Nimmo has added images to the Watson article that Drudge linked to. You go to drudgereport.com. In the middle column, it says Boston residents ordered out of homes. And then you notice the Daily Mail's under it, and they added more videos. That's our article's the original. They wrote off our article and give us credit for the Daily Mail, but that's what I told Nimmo at this point, is just to add more videos and photos. We've literally got hundreds of photos and dozens of videos. I'm trying to dig up the one I know we were taping where it happened when CNN showed almost 18 years this was coming. Now, I was on here about 2 years as a mainline libertarian before I really woke up. So for 15, 16 years, I've told you this. And I went to urban warfare drills and watched Marines training to take you out of your house and shoot you in the back of the head. And take your guns and put you in a FEMA camp in America. And I put that in my film Police State 2000, and I interviewed police chiefs and others who were all vets who said this is a martial law conditioning drill. Chief Ali Philippus, Thomas Sanchez, you name it. These are police chiefs and people I'm listing here, who I have on video. I've been warning you. I told you this was coming.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
You prepare by purchasing gold, food, and firearms. But if you don't have a home security system, then you're missing a critical weapon in your arsenal for home protection. When you're sleeping or away from home, who's watching out for intruders? Check out Simply Safe. It's a new do-it-yourself home security system that is completely wireless. Go to GetSimplySafe.com. Simply Safe is independent and off the grid. It runs on battery power, so even if the grid goes down, you're protected. It's completely customizable, so you can use it in your home, business, boat, trailer, storage unit, or shed. GetSimplySafe.com. Simply Safe is also ridiculously easy to install yourself in under 20 minutes, so there's no need to let a stranger into your home. If you move or need to relocate, you can take the system with you wherever you go. You aren't always at home, but Simply Safe will stand guard, protecting your property 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, that's GetSimplySafe.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
All right, I'm going to go to your phone calls, then we'll get into the raft of anti-American, insider, crony capitalist, mafia consolidation that's going on, from internet sales taxes that Obama's ramming through right now to just everything that's happening. Martial law in Boston, linked up on the Drudge Report, and we've got photos of them aiming guns at men, women, and children for no reason, shoving women around. Look out of your house, lady. You look nothing like any suspect. We're just going to do this. This was done all over the place in a giant act of just planting the flag on the good old slaves. And commenters are in here going, try that south of the Mason-Dixon line, boy. Oh, like Katrina? Let me tell you, they'll always give you an excuse and a reason, a psyop. And I'm telling you, man, the police and military are just spoiling for a war with the American people. Just spoiling. Just spoiling. I saw a G20 where they would just run up to her. Nobody was resisting. Nobody was masochists. Who are the ones that like to beat people? I guess they're the sadists. Yeah, they're the sadists. And it's like, well, that's pro-law enforcement, you know? And now the state police of Texas say they will proctology you. Now, it's okay they say that proctology. You just got to put a different glove on, you see. So that's just some of what's coming up today. And I support the police. I think it's good. I think the police should have executed everyone in Boston just to make sure the police are safe. Because, you know, a cop shoots somebody who's innocent, it's not even in the news, hardly. But you know, this whole event, nowhere in the world would they lock down most of a major city and kick everybody out of their houses for 1,000 combatants. You wouldn't do that. I mean, this is beyond martial law. It's just, see what they can get away with. Can TSA take your 5-year-old to a private room where some pot-bellied guy with a creepy mustache grabs him? Absolutely. And you're a terrorist if you don't like it. It was a defrocked priest or a Sunday school teacher that got molesting people. Put him in heaven. Make him the head of the TSA in that airport. Why not? It's over the top. Teach the slaves to submit properly. Anthony on the Boston bombing. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. First-time caller. Thanks for taking it.
Yeah, I think for call screening, you may need a proctology exam to be on my show. How many others on a bomb up your patoot?
Now, I think that it's unbelievable how once again, this police commissioner, this clown, he comes out, slips up again. It's very obvious that he's under the order of someone else.
Oh, yeah, that police chief looks like he is a total creep. And he looks like he's totally hiding stuff. Oh, gee, you think a major police chief's hiding stuff?
Oh, yeah, and I definitely wanted to shout out to Dan Badande for shaking his boots off. Did you see those people when he was in that press conference? If we had a Dan Badande everywhere that something like this happens, we would be winning, even though we're already winning. Am I right?
You know, he's got a nickname around here, and it's the Titan, or the Kraken. The Kraken is a Titan. We say release the Kraken, because every time you set him to something, that's what happens. Dan Badande, it's not even courage. He knows they're bad guys. He has an instinct to fight evil. And he also freaks people out, because he, in person, he looks like an overgrown Dr. Evil. In a good way. He's like the good Dr. Evil. But absolutely, anything else in the Dan Badande worship session here?
No, that's it. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, God bless you, man. Yeah, no, we need people that are... I'm not bragging. I pioneered in modern times in the last 18 years going out and confronting people at press conferences because nobody would ever ask real questions. Every time I asked Bush a question or Janet Reno a question or Al Gore a question, it would end up being national news. And that's what We Are Change does, and you should all do it. And just go and ask real questions. And everybody else are paid operatives and selling their family out. So all I can say to the reporters is give your kids more shots. You can bury them a lot quicker because the government loves you. In the last 2 years alone, the U.S. has seen huge losses to our food supply. In 2011, storms and floods raged across the U.S., costing us $20 billion in lost crops alone. In 2012, we saw the largest drought in the country in more than 50 years. You may think out of sight, out of mind, and so you don't think you will be affected. The fact is you are. We all are. Food shortages drive prices up for everyone. You might not be able to control Mother Nature, but you can control your food prices by freezing the cost and availability of your food supply with eFoods Direct. Be prepared before you need it. With nutrient-dense food you can store for up to 25 years. You can hope for the best, but hope won't feed you. Do what I've done and get your own supply of the best storable foods out there from eFoods Direct. Call 800-409-5633 or visit them on the web at efoodsdirect.com/Alex and check out their spring specials. Again, that number is 800-409-5633 or on the web web at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. You can bet your life on eFoods Direct. I had tried everything. I'd cut back the amount of food I was eating. I was lifting weights and jogging, but nothing was working. My body was literally starving for minerals and trace elements as well as key vitamins. And as soon as I had that, I immediately could eat half of what I was eating previously and be satisfied. Now, there are hundreds of great products at InfoWarsTeam.com, but I want to point out the three that have helped me lose 37 pounds in just 2 months. Products like Beyond Tangy Tangerine, Pollen Burst, and Rebound. When I started taking the Tangy Tangerine and other products every day, I lost more than 37 pounds in just 2 months. Now that's results. I want to challenge my listeners to go to InfoWarsTeam.com and to order just 3 of their products, and you will see the changes in the way you look, feel, and in your appetite almost immediately. Start your journey to health and wellness today. InfoWarsTeam.com. Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gates, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Guilty until proven innocent. That's what the Bill of Rights and Constitution says. Guilty. Guilty until proven innocent. That's the bedrock of any free society. This message brought to you by the New World Order and the Ministry of Truth. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, we are innocent until proven guilty. And what you saw happen in Boston on Friday, and they've even continued it with all sorts of checkpoints and weirdness after, is a precedent-setting case of over-the-top martial law. Even when Baghdad was under martial law when it was taken over by the West, they didn't say don't leave your houses, period. No one has ever done things like this. In Ceausescu's Romania, they said don't be outside after dark unless you have a special government pass. And basically then it's just an excuse to, catch your underage daughters out after curfew and rape them. I mean, that's what's done in these authoritarian societies. That's what they then mimic in things like V for Vendetta when they catch Evie out after dark and she's like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to get home, I was late. They're like, come here, little Missy Pie. That's what bondage is. And this is standard, souped up, hardcore, over-the-top tyranny. All of Boston, almost the entire city, all of Watertown, hundreds of thousands of people, you will stay in your house, you will not leave. And we're going to come in your house and point guns at you and your family and bug our eyes out at you. I mean, this is the threat. This is the danger. This is what the founders warned us about. For TV viewers watching on PrisonPlanet.tv, or we're still sending out free video feeds right now at Infowars.com/listen. That's the free audio streams and video streams. Let's roll some of those video packages Darren McBreen put together of photos and videos. You can also see them up at DrudgeReport.com in the middle column. Shocking footage. Americans ordered out of homes at gunpoint by SWAT teams. This is what martial law looks like. And it shows people in their cars, in their houses, you name it, with men driving around armored vehicles pointing M16s at you. And then telling families, get out of your house, families that don't even resemble the supposed suspects. Blonde-haired women, black women, put your hands up. Then the woman lowers her hands after, and the cops run up and shove her. Get your hands up, scum! I'm your God! In Texas, we put our hands inside you. You want me to rape you? I'm your government. I'm your God, and we're going to make vaccines mandatory. This is our country, Homeland Security. In every third world country, they get conquered by their military. For the first 200 years of Rome and its golden age, you could not bring troops past the Rubicon River in northern Italy. Troops were not allowed in Italy, period, unless the Senate officially voted if Rome itself was being invaded, or if Italy itself was being invaded. Now, why couldn't you bring troops into Rome? Why does Posse Comitatus 1878, and before that, the Bill of Rights Constitution say no troops quartered? Why? Because they'd lived under it, and they were historians who spoke on average 5 languages. Because back then, being a rock star was that you invented things. You could speak 4 or 5 languages. If somebody smarted off to you, you'd say, all right, get your sword, we're going outside. That's what women liked back then. That's what the newspapers wrote about. So we had a flowering where being smart was cool. It was called the Renaissance. It was called the Enlightenment. It was not land of the cowards, home of the slaves. It was land of, you tread on me, buddy. I don't know how this is going to end, but you're going to get one hell of a fight. And now we're the opposite. Oh, the heroes, the heroes. It would have been okay, let's say these patsies really were shooting back, and there's some evidence they may have been, probably set up double agents, now coming out. Yeah, the cops have pulled SUVs up, if it's true, and got out and had a firefight with these guys. You're doing your job, but you're a man. You're not a coward. You can call yourself a hero. Going around, I mean, I've seen this before at just national security events. The cops will march over, arrogant, get in your face because they've been told to be arrogant, and scream at you and bug their eyes out, and it's pathetic. It's embarrassing. But it's so full of, you better respect me, who I am. I'm Superman. And you're the opposite of America. And folks, if you're not angry looking at these photos and videos of what they did to people, in fact, I'm going to have Kurt add even more. Guys, because the Daily Mail sources us, which is good, and Drudge has us up, but they have more of the videos. Ask Kurt to go to the Daily Mail, linked under our link on drudgereport.com, and just add it all, because it's our article that's super viral. I want everybody to see this. Because, we have, McBrain this morning goes, what do you want added? We got hundreds of these. Well, just add it all. Because people are already going, this is only a few cases, out of examples. It's not all of them that this is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all suspects. You're all bad. You're all treated like terrorists. There's no warrants. How did they suspend going to everybody's houses without warrants? How'd they do that to Katrina? All the guns will be taken. No one will be allowed to be armed. They are beta testing this, and they're saying in the Wall Street Journal, well, let's have the whole country like this for our safety. Our safety? Especially martial law in Chicago. Does that keep you safe? Decriminalizing the drugs the government ships in will cut the crime. Legalizing guns everywhere will cut the crime. Not having men in black uniforms everywhere saying papers, please. In fact, punch this back up, guys. We have a link up at the top of our Infowars.com article that says papers, please. And it shows 1938 Germany, 2 young soldiers looking at people's papers, and then Boston. And you look at the satisfied look. You look at the satisfied